I am writing my debut novel. Hi yo, it's Blessing here. In my last video, I announced that I am working on my debut novel. It's a contemporary Christian fiction. If you've not watched that video, please do well to watch that video. It was my launch back on YouTube as a vlogger. Yeah, I have decided to go back to vlogging on YouTube just because I believe it will help me improve my filming and editing, and it's also a good way for me to document my journey with life and all of that. So yeah, I am writing my debut novel and it's a contemporary Christian fiction. It's something that I've always wanted to do. I have always wanted to be an author since when I was a little girl. But I at some point gave up on wanting to become an author because of society, maybe because of where I was at that time. I won't say it was because of where I was. It was just because society looks down on writers. Society makes writers feel like they can't make a living out of it. Society makes writers feel like they're just wasting their time. And so I gave up on writing too as well because I also felt like people were not reading. I said that in my previous video. I feel like people were not reading, so what was the point of me writing a novel? I did write a lot of books when I was in my primary school and my secondary school. I wrote a lot of stories that I actually did finish, but they're never going to see the light of the day. Back then, I took a course in creative writing, and even the guy who taught the course, when I told him I wanted to publish a book, he was like, do you know that most times most authors they sell free they give out more free books than they sell? And I was like, okay, so are you trying to discourage me from pursuing what I really want to do? And so at that point I just feel like, okay, what's the point? Let me look for something that would actually, be able to sustain my life. I didn't want to just give up on writing. So I was like, okay, since writing novels is not going to be a good plan for me for the future, but I still want to write. So I was like, okay, let me go into screenwriting. And I did go to, a film school to learn script writing. And I finished from the film school and I wrote some, I did write some scripts. One I wrote for my church back then. And then I decided to write like my own personal script for myself and try to sell it. Guys, I don't, every time I think about this, I'm just so mad at myself. The first script that I sold for myself, I sold it at a very ridiculous price because I was just trying to sell my script. Like, whew, my writing journey it's been all over the place. And when I look back at that story that I wrote, I'm like, if I had just turned that story into a novel and made it my debut novel, that story would have been so good for my debut novel. But because I was just like more like, would I say, desperate to sell my script, I didn't even sell it for up to 100,000, and it was a feature length script. That's 100,000 naira. Okay. Every time I think about it, I'm just like, wow, 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 wow. And the thing about screenwriting is, if you don't know people, I don't think you can make it as a script writer. Because after that one, I wrote another one, which I still have. It's still lying in my computer. I've tried to pitch myself to so many people. I'll tell them, oh, I have a script. Oh, I like to work with you. I like to do this. And they will keep giving excuses upon excuses and why they cannot work with me, or they have projects they're doing at the moment. And I just felt so frustrated. And I'm like, I don't have the money to produce my own movie, direct my own movie. How do I do this? Even to sell the scripts, people don't want to buy. It was frustrating. Honestly, it was frustrating. It's not like I've given up on screenwriting too. It's an added skill. Or it's an added skill for me. I mean, if anybody wants me to write a script for them now, I would gladly write it. But the thing about screenwriting is that it's not just one person that makes up the whole film production, because at the end of the day, you still need a producer, you still need a director, you still need this person, you still need that person. And you, as a writer, you're not even giving that much credit at the end of the day, because most times I've seen a lot of Nigerian movies that they don't even acknowledge the screenwriter. And the screenwriter puts their sweat and blood writing, and they don't even get acknowledged. And it's just sad. It wasn't until last year that I was just like, you know what? I'm going to write my novel and I'm going to publish it. And people are going to read it because people are actually reading. Like, I don't know why I got that narrative that people were not reading. People are actually reading. People are reading fiction books. I just need to find my audience out there. Even though it's not easy, you have to like do a lot of marketing and all of that. But people are actually reading. People are reading books. Like I see a lot of people on TikTok that talk about books. There's so many people reading. I don't know why I got that idea. Or maybe it was the society as well that played a part in it and making me feel like I'm wasting my time trying to write a book. And just because I'm a writer doesn't mean that I can't do other things as well. I don't have to just focus solely on writing for now since I'm just starting out. I can still do other things. And people don't even advise you like that. It's like, okay, you want to be a writer, but that doesn't stop you from doing other things at this moment that can fetch you money until you become that writer that you've made a lot of money that you can make writing your full-time job. They don't. They just discourage you and just make you feel like it's a waste of time. But anyway, I've decided to write my novel. No matter what anybody thinks, I am writing my novel and I'm going to get it published and I am excited about it. I finished writing the first draft and I'm so happy. I'm currently on the second draft, and even though it's taking so much more than I thought it would take, but I'm still going to do it and I want to get it published by my birthday next year. As I'm thinking about it, I'm like, my birthday is just we're in October now. We have November, December, January, February, March. So it's like 5 months. And I'm like, can I get it done? But I can. I know that I can. Once I'm done with this second draft, what I need to do is to get it to beta readers. I get their feedback, put in the correction I need to. I need to get an editor as well. I need to get a cover designer. Like there's still a lot of things to be done, but it's doable, it's achievable, and I am excited that I am finally doing what I have always wanted to do. And I know that this is going to be a step into writing other novels. I have two other ideas again that I want to work on, and I'm so excited. I was like, what if I don't get other ideas that I want to work on? But stories never end, stories never die. They always there. Like you would always have a story to tell.
I don't know. I can be up at 3 and still show up at 8. This is not a red flag. The acting. The acting part. Yeah. How long have you been acting now? Couple years now. Couple years. Yeah. Amazing. You're enjoying it. Give it up for a couple guys.
It's so cold. The breeze is not even allowing this thing to stay. Oh, but I'm cold. The sun is shining, but it's cold. It's funny, but it's cold. I'm just going to get some things from the African market and yeah, come back home.
Come on, we can at least start going once a week.
Yeah, I don't know.
to talk about how, as a writer, the excitement you feel when you're writing your first draft is quite different from when you're writing your other drafts. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like a lot of writers don't talk about it. When you're writing your first draft, you get a lot of excitement because it's your first draft. It's a story you're telling for the first time. You just want to get all the ideas out. You're excited to write it. It's the first time you're experiencing the story. It's the first time you're living in the story. But like when you're writing the second draft, to me, I feel like the second draft takes even longer than the first draft because now you're revising it, you're making it better, you're making it good for people to want to read it, as opposed to when you're just writing it down. But I don't know if this is just a myth. And if you're a writer and you've experienced that, I would love to hear your comments about it. Also, I would like to talk about how I don't know if I can put myself in a box as a writer. And what I mean by box is the genre. Like now I am writing a romance novel. So, talking about that as well, I don't know if I can call my book a romance novel because I feel like it's, well, it is a romance novel, but I don't know if I should brand it alone as a romance novel because it's also a literary fiction because it has so many themes that I'm touching on. So it's not just about romance. There are a lot of themes. There is church hurt for one of the themes. There's also addiction as one of the themes as well. But at the end of the day, it's about their love as well. But if branding it as a romance novel alone, I don't know if that would be good enough because then it's also going to talk about deep themes as well. So I don't know. Maybe you guys can give me advice, like seasoned writers, expert writers, writers that have written a couple of books and published it. If you can give me advice in the comment section, that would be nice as well. If branding it as a romance novel is the best, or branding it as a literary fiction because it has both elements, or maybe I should just brand it as both a literary fiction that has romance in it, if that makes sense. And also, I wouldn't want to be the kind of writer that will put myself in a box, like I said, because now I'm writing a romance literary fiction. I could decide to want to write a drama. I could decide to want to write a thriller. I don't think I want to put myself in that box that, oh, I am only this certain kind of writer and I only write this genre. I don't think I want to do that. I think the word for that is multi-gen writer. Yeah. I think I am more a multi-gen writer and I don't want to put myself in a box to say, oh, this is the kind of writer that I want to be forever and I want to stick to it. No. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this video and I will see you in the next video.